Welcome back to HR Masterclass. I'm Isaac, and you're watching Lesson 2 in our 7-part deep dive into the human resource management environment. In Lesson 1, we examined the internal factors shaping HR operations. Today, we venture outside the organization to explore external human resource factors, the forces HR cannot control directly, but must strategically respond to and adapt. What are external HR factors? External HR factors are outside influences that impact HR practices by shaping labor markets, legal landscapes, technology adoption, and social expectations. They are characterized by their unpredictability and evolving nature, demanding that HR remain vigilant, agile, and proactive. 1. Economic environment. The economic climate influences everything from hiring patterns and compensation to layoff decisions and workforce planning. Key indicators: GDP growth or contraction, inflation rates affecting cost of living and wage demands, interest rates impacting borrowing for employees and firms, unemployment levels guiding talent availability. Example, during a recession, HR's role shifts toward cost containment, optimizing headcount, and exploring flexible working to manage operational costs. HR actions: adjust wage scales to maintain competitiveness, build up contingency planning and redundancy strategies, use scenario planning for budget fluctuations. 2. Legal and regulatory environment. Labor laws, health and safety regulations, and anti-discrimination statutes influence every stage, from recruitment to exit. Global examples: Ghana's Labor Act 2003, Act 651, governs employment terms and termination. EU countries enforce strict data protection enabling secure HR systems. Many jurisdictions mandate parental leave, minimum wage, and workplace health standards. HR actions: perform legal compliance audits, update policies and handbooks to stay aligned with regulations, provide training on topics like harassment, data protection, and workplace safety. 3. Technological advancements. Technology is rapidly transforming HR operations and competitive dynamics. Trends: AI-powered resume screening and talent matching, virtual reality, VR, for immersive onboarding and training, comprehensive HR analytics suites, Case Insight. AI-driven tools can reduce time to hire by automating resume screenings, but they also require governance to avoid bias and protect privacy. HR actions: evaluate and implement HR tech with a focus on usability and fairness. Provide digital literacy training, monitor tech performance and ensure ethical use. 4. Political and geopolitical environment. Political shifts impact HR through regulation changes, trade policies, and economic reforms. Indicators: changes in labor policy or immigration laws. Shifts in political regime or elections affecting business stability. Trade policies affecting multinational mobility. Example, post-Brexit UK adjustments required many companies to revise work permit and remote work systems for EU employees. HR actions: keep up to date with political developments, develop risk and relocation planning. Engage in public policy advocacy relevant to workforce stability. 5. Socio-cultural trends. Cultural shifts redefine what employees expect and demand from their workplace. Trend drivers: generational differences. Example, Gen Z valuing work purpose, focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, heightened awareness of mental health and well-being. Real-world example, millennials and Gen Z are increasingly prioritizing remote work, social impact, and mental health support, pushing HR to expand wellness programs, flexible working options, and inclusion. Training: HR actions: build DEI initiatives with measurable goals, launch mental health and wellness programs, align employers' social contributions with brand identity. 6. Demographic changes. Labor force demographics dictate talent availability and immersion needs. Aspects to watch: age distribution, example, aging populations in developed markets, gender balance in leadership roles, mobility of young professionals, educational attainment and skill shortages, example, an aging workforce necessitates workforce planning that incorporates retirement succession, job redesign, knowledge transfer, and flexible retirement options, HR actions. Introduce cross-generational mentorship programs. Adjust benefits to include retirement planning. Enable lifelong learning and career transition support. 7. Labor market conditions. The state of the labor market signals how hard it is to attract or retain talent. Signals: talent scarcity versus surplus, trends in contract or gig work, wage inflation due to skills shortages. Example, in growth sectors like tech, fierce competition for talent has forced HR to build EVPs featuring perks, remote work flexibility, and robust development paths. HR actions: perform wage benchmarking. Craft compelling total rewards and career pathing programs. Engage passive candidates through talent communities. 8. Competitors and industry standards. What industry peers offer influences expectations across the talent market. Areas of focus: compensation, benefits, and workplace culture, development programs and leadership training, use of HR technologies and innovation strategy. Example, if key competitors offer access to leading-edge tools like wellness stipends or unlimited PTO, other companies must match or exceed these offerings to attract top talent. HR actions: create HR SWOT and gap analysis, innovate based on industry best-in-class HR practices, promote your culture and benefits via employer branding. 9. Globalization. Global operations increase complexity in managing legal, cultural, and talent diversity considerations. Workforce distributed across time zones and cultures, cross-border compliance with employment law, benefits, and payroll, cultural and language sensitivity in policy design. Example, a multinational may standardize basic HR policies, while tailoring sections to account for local cultural norms and labor legislation. HR actions: use global HR systems that accommodate local rules, provide cross-cultural training and mentorship. Build hybrid or rotating teams to foster cross-border collaboration. 10. Environmental and ethical concerns. Sustainability and ethics are prime concerns in the modern employer landscape. Major drivers: pressure to reduce carbon footprint and embrace green practices, worker expectations for social justice and ethical sourcing, investor and client demands for transparent, sustainable practices. Example, companies like Unilever tie employee benefits to sustainability metrics, embedding such performance into reward systems. HR actions: launch CSR initiatives with employee involvement. Train staff on ethical sourcing and sustainability. Include sustainability goals and performance management. Conclusion: in Lesson 2, we've unpacked the 10 critical external factors that shape HR strategy, from macroeconomic trends to ethical imperatives. While these factors are outside HR's direct control, strategic planning and proactive adaptation are essential. Coming up, Lessons 3 to 7, Real-World Case Studies. In subsequent lessons, we'll examine real organizations navigating combinations of these internal and external forces, revealing how theory becomes action in the real business world.